We're perplexed. Cerebral cortex reviews. I made a video earlier, man. I dropped the ball on this one. Thankfully, one of my subscribers, one of you guys, came up and said, "Look, perplexed. You got the game wrong, man. You messed up." The news is about Sony giving us an update on their refund policy. Initially, here's the process behind the refund policy. They're giving us an extension of 14 days to return or get a refund on your digital-based content. That includes games and add-ons, such as DLC. What I thought, because I didn't even read the source all the way, I read it in a handful. And a lot of the sources only posting that first part. There's two parts to it. You can get a refund on, for whatever reason on your digital software and your digital, your DLC. But it's a second part to it. The second part is you can't be enough started gameplay on it. You got to go to the actual Sony website to get that stuff, and maybe bits and pieces of other sources, out there that gives you the full thrill of it, the full, ideology on it, the full, specifications on that, what's going on with that. So I messed up. I apologize, because I jumped the gun, man. I should have read the whole thing. Now let's get to what I think on that. I think that sucks, because Sony had the money to allow us to play the game a little bit, and if we don't like it, we can refund it, or for whatever reason the game may be glitchy or something. That's what I love about Steam. If the game is glitchy, or if you simply don't like the game, or if you bought the game by mistake, or your kid or your younger loved one came in on your account and downloaded the game and some DLC, now you owe $150 or something, you can call, Steam and say, "Hey, look, this is the situation, boom, boom, boom." Or Steam will be like, "Okay, well, you're done. We'll give you your money back. It'll be in your account within 5 days." Microsoft is doing pretty much the same thing with their Xbox products. Man, Sony need to go back into the drawing table, man. Onto the drawing table with their committee, man, and come up with something better, man, because nobody's going to sit around and have a game for 14 days without touching it, but it does give you something, though, because like if the kids or some younger loved ones or whatever, or even you by mistake download a game and you forget about it or whatever, and, but still, man, I'm thinking about it, y'all. I'm free balling it right now, man, but I'm thinking about it. That's kind of garbage, man. They could do better, man. It's kind of like they got 1 foot in, 1 foot out on that. So, nevertheless, this is the real meat of that source, the meat of that information. Sony allowing us 14 days to get a refund on, DLC or the solid content as far as your download, your game itself. As long as you haven't played that game. Also, what I talked about in that same video I had earlier that I had to take down, man, Walking Dead is getting dope. It's getting really dope, man. They putting people's head on pikes. They knocking off main characters left and right. They going against the comics, man. They so far away from the comics now, it's like people really don't know what to expect. And that's how shows should be. Now, what I was thinking was Rick Grimes is coming back the next season. I'm going to give you an example on a reason why I believe that. So is Maggie, Lauren Cohan. She's coming back as well. This is why I say that. Earlier in the year and late last year, they were saying, this is Rick's final season. He's done. He's not coming back to the show because, Andrew Lincoln, he needs to spend time with his family, and I understand that. I think he just had a baby as well, so he want to spend time, and he's not even from the United States. He's from England. So, he can't be full-time on the show anymore. In fact, he said he can't act on the show at all anymore. And Lauren Cohan is going through, contractual issues. Now, after the show is over, the season finale, which is kind of like Mellow Yellow, it wasn't that full Mountain Dew. It wasn't that full thrill. It was Mellow Yellow. Anyway, but it was still good. They met with the writer on Walking Dead, the current writer, Angela Kang. And she said, they asked her, they said, is there a possibility with the new villain around and everything Alpha, you know, is are you planning on bringing back the hero of Walking Dead? What is your thoughts on bringing back possibly, you know, Rick Grimes or Lauren Cohan? She said anything's possible. It's not out of the realm of possibility. As if she's talking to the dude and they got something coming. Of course, she can't spill the beans. Why do it? You're going to water down your show that way. You want people to have that dramatic feel. You want people to have that angst. You know, so yeah. You know, she at first they were like, no, he's done. No, it's not out of the realm of possibility. And even other sources saying they've been talking. You know, Kang and, you know, Andrew Lincoln and Lauren Cohan. So I hope they hash it out. I hope they bring them back for the next season, because next season is going to be the bomb. They're going to need all the firepower they can get because Game of Thrones is coming on pretty soon. In fact, this month, woo, man, Walking Dead on the top of its game. Return to Rick Grimes. Game of Thrones. The Battle of the Targaryens. Well, it's pretty much only one or two real Targaryens, but I ain't gonna spoil it. But man, tell me what y'all think. I apologize for the mishap that I had earlier. That's what I wanted to talk about. Thank you, Auto9, the specific subscriber who straight up told me, hey, Perplex, you dropped the ball, bro. Thank you. I thank all of you guys. It's your boy, Perplex. I'm out.